Good evening, everybody, and hope you guys are enjoying your wonderful day. This will be another weather forecast. Continue to go in great depth for the potential major winter storm that will be occurring very, very soon, as early as next Monday, which is only a few days from now, as we are nearing the weekend. And we're looking at a potential major system here for big cities like Chicago, Detroit, New York City, the capital, Washington, D.C., Kansas City. We're talking all the way from the plains to the northeast. We're talking very widespread and very heavy snow. As well, we're going to be seeing a severe weather threat to the south and the southeast from this as well, and it could be our first significant severe weather event so far this year here. We're not talking about a tornado outbreak, but we are talking about a few tornadoes throughout the southeast, as temperatures will be very warm here. So we're going to be talking about the snow and as well as the severe weather coming from this system here starting early next week here. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you want to get daily content like this very quickly, or if you want to get fast updates for this winter storm or severe weather, since you're going to be getting affected, be sure to hit the post notification icon or the bell icon so you can get notified. And as well, if you have any questions and you want an answer real quickly, then be sure to put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to respond to them. But without further ado, let's get in the video. And as well, thank you guys so much for 5,300 subscribers. You guys are all super duper amazing, and I would not be here without you guys. But here's looking at the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service has now declared a few winter weather advisories. I don't know why I said National Weather Service, but we have a few winter weather advisories across the Midwest here. Mainly, these are actually for a snowstorm that we're seeing tomorrow, which is not really related to the snowstorm we're talking about throughout this video, but I want to mention these winter weather advisories because some of them are for the upcoming snowstorm in this video, but some of them as well for the one happening tomorrow. But we have a few winter weather advisories across areas like southern Wisconsin, including Madison, Wisconsin, as well as Green Bay, central Wisconsin, as far west as far central South Dakota. So we're talking a decently widespread area. And the low pressure we're going to be seeing developing the snowstorm that we're talking in this video about, that actually it's bringing in snow across the southwest. So we're going to be seeing the low pressure right now across the southwest over the weekend, and it's going to gradually move eastward as we get into early next week, and that's where it'll all develop into that major system here. But here's looking now at the GFS here. So this is the new 18Z model run. So there's that low pressure right there. So the thing about this, really, right where that low pressure is where that freezing line will be. So if you're to the south of that freezing line, we're going to be seeing that potential big time flooding and severe weather. But if you're just to the northwest, mainly that low pressure, that should be seeing that very heavy snow. So the closer to the low pressure you are, the heavier the precipitation will be here. So we're talking the heaviest snow here, as well as potentially the heaviest rain just outside that low pressure. But seeing this is now into Monday, the January 25th, in the next 72 hours. So this is basically Monday evening here. We'll be seeing some very heavy snow over areas like Topeka, Kansas, as well as St. Joseph, Missouri, Omaha, and as well all the way to Des Moines. Really going to start seeing that freezing line right there for Kansas City and for Iowa City, but that will gradually convert into snow as we get overnight into Tuesday. There you see that snow blowing up now for Kansas and as well continuing to St. Joseph. But watch, as we get overnight now into Tuesday early morning here, around 3-4 a.m. here, really early in where nobody's really awake, that's where I'm start seeing now that rain for the mid-Atlantic will slowly convert into ice and freezing rain. It's not going to start off as snow. It's going to be very big ice throughout here, and then it'll gradually become snow. So that snow will stick very quickly since the ice will already be on the ground. So it'll be a piece of cake to accumulate here. So we're seeing snow, really the worst of it, right next to that low pressure in Illinois. And that's seeing that very heavy snow now. Chicago, chances for snow have really increased. We're talking at the 10 inches of snow. We're talking very, very heavy snow for Chicago. Extreme amounts of snow for Davenport, Iowa, Iowa City, Iowa, all the way up to areas like St. Joseph, Missouri. We can see extremely heavy amounts of snow over half foot, and there you see the potential severe weather threat across the Ohio Valley, and as well as some flash flooding threats. Columbus, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, you guys are just going to miss out. It's going to be really bad luck for you guys there. But continuing on to Tuesday morning, this storm will become a big wintry mess and could bring in whiteout conditions. That low pressure continues to strengthen at 996 millibars here. Temperatures will still be below freezing as highs from that big, deep Arctic blast coming in from Canada here. So we're talking whiteout conditions for some areas in Chicago, South Bend, Indiana, Rockford as well. And as well, we're starting that kind of snow developing now in Pennsylvania. This could be a pretty significant system for Baltimore, for Pittsburgh, for Allentown, as well New York City. You guys actually may see a few inches from this, and as well, this will continue now into Tuesday evening. And that snow will continue to move eastward now into areas like New York City now into Tuesday evening. You're starting to see that snow, some light snow for Allentown, Scranton, all the way up to areas like Buffalo, Syracuse. You guys may get some snow. That snow will stick around all the way up to Wednesday morning for the Northeast here. But let's now go ahead and take a look now at the European here. So that almost just spoiled this whole thing. But there you see, deep there, seeing that ice developing there. So there's that low pressure right there. You can kind of tell because right where that ice is where that low pressure will be. It's right on that freezing line there. That snow's coming into Kansas. Dodge City can be quite wintry for you guys there in Dodge City. And this thing will get even more intense here as that low pressure strengthens here. We're talking very heavy snow across areas like Topeka, Kansas, like Kansas City. Very heavy snow as well for northwestern Missouri and much of Nebraska and much Iowa. We'll start to get that snow kind of starting in now into areas like Monday, of course, into Tuesday morning. Now, this is not Tuesday morning. This snow is continuing to become more rapid. Oops, I don't want to get out. I want to get out of that. Will become more rapid. Really a very fast rate of snow. That low pressure continue to strengthen. That low pressure is really close to that snow, so it's going to be very, very heavy there. Des Moines, Iowa, you guys can get absolutely demolished with the snow. Same thing with St. Joseph. Same thing for Nebraska City there near the border with Iowa. And that snow will continue now to now move its way into Rockford. And it's going to barely affect Wisconsin. It's going to right at the border where it's going to stop. So Madison, you guys will get snow from this Milwaukee, maybe a few snow showers, but that snow's going to really stay in this general area here. As that system moves in more eastward, that snow will start to move in now for Kansas City. It will continue for Rockford, will continue for Wisconsin near the border. Then it will obviously move out by Wednesday morning for the Midwest, according to the European. Now getting to, of course, Monday evening, there's that mainly heavy rain from that low pressure because that cold air has really yet to make it below freezing just yet. But as we now get to Tuesday morning, let's see, Tuesday morning, temperatures will be well below freezing for many of these areas here. You kind of see absolutely this whole northern side is snow. So anything below this line right here is going to be slightly or way above freezing here. Columbus just going to miss out. Indianapolis, of course, is just going to miss out. Columbus there, Cincinnati, just going to miss out. It's going to be very depressing because just north of your state or just north of you guys can get very heavy snow here. But heavy snow for Chicago, Des Moines as well, St. Joseph, South Bend and Auburn, Fort Wayne as well, Cleveland and Toledo as well, all the way to the D.C. region. We may get some snow. And as well, we may get snow as far east as Atlantic City there in the coast of New Jersey. Now getting continued to Tuesday throughout the day. Again, the snow is going to be coming very widespread all the way from Missouri all the way up to Long Island here. So very heavy snow for Detroit. This could be a very significant storm for Detroit. It could be a significant storm for Chicago. Could be significant all the way to New York City and the tri-state area. And there's that snow continuing in the tri-state area all the way up to now Wednesday morning. That snow still sticking around for New York, Pennsylvania, and the whole state of New York. And, of course, the New York City area, which obviously is part of New Jersey somewhat. And here's look at the accumulation totals. This is the European for the Midwest there. Look at that very heavy snow. And what you notice is the heavier the snow, you can kind of tell that's right where that track of the low pressure is. The low pressure track is really right here, right on that freezing line where it's either a trace or a foot of snow here. So that's how this low pressure strength will impact this snowstorm and the accumulation. Like, for example, Kansas City, you guys are really right on the track of that low pressure, maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches. just north, up to 18 plus inches of snowfall. Near Omaha, you guys, and Lincoln may get over a foot of snow. Nebraska City, you guys may get over 18 inches of snow there. As well, northern Kansas and as well much of western Kansas will get very heavy snow. However, the southeastern side really won't get much there. But there you see near St. Joseph in Missouri, the far northwestern tip there outside Kansas City, looking at over a foot of snow. Des Moines, you guys looking up to 10 to 14 inches there. Davenport, over 10 inches of snow. But there you see the north, that's where we have those winter weather advisory for that storm tomorrow. So none of the snow here, that 2 to 4 inches from Minneapolis, this isn't from this. And as well, look at that. Snow chances continue to increase for northern Illinois, up to 10 plus inches there near just south of Rockford. Really 5 to 8 inches for Rockford. But it is looking at a big mess here. But look, the GFS and European are finally agreeing. I mean, look at this. Look what they have for Kansas City, up to near maybe 2 to 4 inches. Look at that. They're really agreeing here. However, the European has it obviously a lot bigger, but definitely agreeing, which I'm kind of finally happy they're doing. But look at that. They're showing actually more snow for the GFS, up to near 2 feet of snow up there into the north central Illinois region there, just north of Kansas City. Of course, up to half foot or more. Looking at up to 6 to 8 inches there for Omaha and southeastern Nebraska. Looking at around near a foot there for southern Iowa. And we could see up to half foot for northern Iowa and southern Wisconsin here. And there you see here, looking at the mid-Atlantic here, there you see, of course, very heavy snow for Chicago. Look at Chicago. Instead of the usual 10 inches forecasted a week prior, and then it goes to nothing, we're actually increasing our totals for Chicago. Continues to increase up to now 10 plus inches of snowfall here. Now, of course, up near South Bend, near Gary, and the northern tip of Indiana, we're looking at 6 plus inches as well. Indianapolis, Columbus, you guys are just missing out. I'm sorry, but you guys won't get a single thing here. But to the north, Toledo may get half foot. Cleveland may get 2 to 4 inches there. Detroit may get 3 to 5 inches of snowfall. And let me go more to the look at the east there. New York City, you guys may get maybe 1 to 3 inches. My best bet is 2.5 inches there. DC, you guys have really decreased. You guys may get a trace, but I doubt you guys will get mainly anything from this system here. It's going to be all just to the east there. Look at that. State College, 5 to 6 inches there. Allentown, 3 inches of snowfall there. I really think the Europeans being quite reasonable when it comes to the snowfall totals for the Northeast. However, I do believe they can be a lot higher considering the temperatures and how long this snow will be in this area. And here's looking at the GFS. Look at that. Up to the GFS actually has over 16 inches for Chicago, which is a huge increase. They actually have up to 10 inches for Detroit, around 10 inches for Kalamazoo and Lansing. And let's look now at the Northeast here. This is what I think could possibly happen, maybe a little bit less. I think what will happen in the Northeast will be between the European and GFS here, but they have up to 10 plus inches near their State College there, outside the Poconos, as well up to 13 plus inches in those higher elevations in the Appalachians with the West Virginia and Virginia border, and as well Maryland. And look at that, up to a few inches there for DC, up to around 3 inches there, maybe 4 inches. I think that's definitely possible. However, my best bet for DC is maybe an inch or two from this system here. GFS as well agreeing with the European, with the biggest city in the United States, New York City. So that's obviously good with a city over, what, I don't know the population of New York City here, but very big city here. You want them all to specifically agree for those cities, and that's good. Around 1 to 2 inches there. Maybe a trace for Long Island there. A few inches there near New Haven and outside of the tri-state area. As well, they get up to near 4 or 3 inches there for Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, you guys may get snow. Wilmington, you guys may get snow. So definitely something very interesting. And last but not least, we can't forget about where I live right here in Georgia. And looking at the big severe weather threat. Really, it's not really even a tornado threat, really specifically. It's mainly the thunderstorms that will create big-time flooding here. We're talking up to a few areas that may reach over 3 inches of rain in less than 12 hours here. So really, it's not going to be impressive. A few inches for scattered areas there in Alabama, northern Georgia, maybe 2.5 inches of rain. The heaviest rain will be outside of the Mississippi River Basin. And that's because that's where that low pressure will be. Of course, the closer to the low pressure, the heavier the precipitation we'll see with this system here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure, of course, to subscribe if you are new, and bye, guys.